Hi, this is Alex at the South Holland Public Library, and thank you for joining us this October. We are going to be doing 3 Google tutorials. First up today is Google Docs. Next week, Amanda will be doing Google Slides, and at the very end of the month, Kaylin will give us Google Photos. All right, this is a very broad and basic tutorial on Google Docs. I'm actually just also going to show you where to find more in-depth help for whatever your needs are. And of course, as I've always told you, you are happy to go to call or come in and ask anyone at the information desk specific questions that you might have for a specific project that you are working on. Okay, so let me first off share my screen so I can show you how to access Google Docs. All right, let's see, where are we? Okay, so let's go here. All right, so we're actually going to go to a new tab here, and I am going to get rid of myself here because we do not need to see this. All right, so now if you open up your Google Chrome browser and go to your Google search engine page, you'll notice your sign in for your Google accounts will be up here on the top right hand side. I am currently already signed in. That's why you see the A for my name, Alex, on here. And you can go straight to Gmail, or if you wanted the images search engine, that's what this button here is for. But also, this little square of dots right here, this denotes the other Google apps that are available for your use with your Google account. If you click on that, you'll notice here there's Google Maps, Google Search, or Gmail, like I said before, Google Drive, Calendar, Photos, Google Duo for messaging. And here down here is Sheets and Docs. Docs is where we're going to be exploring today a little bit. Now, Docs, if you've never used it before, is very similar to Microsoft Word. It is a very good alternative if you don't have Word on your computer. Most computers you purchase nowadays will have a Microsoft Office suite already pre-installed on your computer, but that doesn't necessarily mean that you have full access to those programs. If you did not specifically purchase the programs, when you open them up, they'll tell you that you have a 14-day free trial period to use Microsoft Word or the other programs available on the suite. And after that 14-day free trial period, you'll be asked to purchase the Office products and put in the license key, or else you will lose access to those programs. Now, Google Docs and Slides and Sheets are a very nice alternative to this because they are completely free for the average person. As all you need is to have a Google account, and that's if you have a Gmail. There you go. That's it. You have a Google account, and that gives you access, like I said, to all of these other apps. Okay, so you can access them on your phone, on your tablet, or any computer where you sign into your Google account. You'll have full access to any of these programs. And of course, programs like Docs, Sheets, Slides, you'll have better access to them on a computer than you would on a phone or tablet. Here, whenever you first open up Docs on your account, you'll notice here's a blank sheet. You can just click on that and open. It opens up a brand new blank sheet. Like I said, it's very similar to Microsoft Word. Okay, got it. Just get that out of the way. It has a ribbon up on top with the various file tabs that you can go to. Here's File. What you can do is open a new one or start a new document, especially you can go straight to any of these other programs here, or make a copy, download your current document into a different format, including Microsoft Word or PDF. You can make your document available offline through that. Now, if you happen to to have used Microsoft Word before, you'll know that once you are writing starting a document, you're writing your document, even if you started from scratch or on a template, that document itself is not an actual file until you actually go through the process of creating that file by saving it to your computer, to a flash drive, to a cloud storage space, and giving it a name. Now, and because if you don't do that, you'll and close the application, you'll end up losing the document because you did not create the file. Now, with Google Docs, that is different. There's a big difference because as soon as you open up the application and you start writing into the file, into it, the document, you're creating the file. Actually, need. If you don't, if you forget to save on this, that's not a problem because you actually don't need to save. As you see here on File, when you open the File tab on Microsoft Word, right away the first options are to save or save as. Here, that is not an option because you don't need to. Like I said, as soon as you start typing into the document, you've already created the file, and it's there for you to view at any time after when you close it and open it up again. Any changes or additions are automatically saved onto your document. You can also edit. It has the same undo and redo that you're familiar with Microsoft Word and cutting and pasting. You can have different view formats, and you can insert images, tables, drawings into it, charts, just like you would be able to on Microsoft Word. But it actually also allows you to bring in information from other sources. If you have like a chart or slide that you already have saved on Google Drive or a picture, you can add those quickly using these tools here. Now, the formatting of it is very simple too. You can do left align, center, right align, justified. You can have bold, italics, underline. You can change your text color here. They have different text colors and variations, hues of black through white. You have highlighters here. Again, so these are your font styles. If Arial is one of the default fonts on Microsoft Word, if you're familiar with that and you want to keep using that, you can. It also has Times New Roman, which is the go-to font for most formal documents. And the default font size here is 11, just like it is on Microsoft Word, or you can change that up to 12 or down to 10 or whatever size it is that you would like to use. Okay, the view sheet is 100%. That's the view of the paper. So 8.5 by 11 regular letter size sheet. That's what you have up here. So when you can indent by tabbing, just like you would on Microsoft Word, and you go to a new line by entering, same as Microsoft Word. And if you noticed up here, it said saving. Just because I clicked, all I did was tab and enter, created spaces on here. All I did, I didn't actually type anything, but you saw up here it said it was saving, and now it's saved to the drive. So even though there's nothing actually on the document, I created the document just by clicking on different aspects of it. So let me see this. Just type in this is a doc tutorial. Enter. See up here, it's saving. It's now it's saved to the drive. Okay. So if I were to go to just close this up here And oh, hold on, sorry about that. Stop. No thanks. Oh my goodness, sorry about that. I'm sorry about that. I was going to show you over here with Google Docs. I closed my document, but up here, if I go back to Google Docs and click on that, again, it shows me under the templates that are available, it'll show me here an untitled document. If I open at 122 today, I go to it and there it is. Okay, without having saved or anything, and it's untitled because I didn't give it a title. Up here, when you create a document on Microsoft Word, you give it you give it a name when you save it, when you create the file. Here, since you are not saving, you have to give it a name yourself by going up here where it says untitled document. You click on that, and you see now it gave me that sample title. Or I'll just go sample doc and enter, and there you go. Now it has a name. So when I go looking for it again, I can find it. Although it'll always be on my drive, and those are saved by time. The most recent always on the top. I think there might there might be a difference though in, let me see, don't want to open this one again, so I'm going to move it, and I am going to move this one here. I am going to close it, and I'm going to go back to my docs here, and now that I gave it a name, yep, it's still under recent. I can always find any documents I write straight on my Google Docs. Another place where I can go to is on Google Drive, because Google Drive is a general storage area. So if it could be documents, it could be sheets, it could be files that I've downloaded, it could be pictures, photos. So those here are stored in alphabetical order. So I can go up here to my drive, and I scroll down, and I call it a sample doc. So that should be, here it is. Right after recipe book and before seasonal photo calendar is my sample doc. So I can always find it either on my drive or straight on my Google Docs. It's in both places. Okay, I can also access Google Docs through my drive. If I go here to new, this will ask me, what do I want to do that's new? Hold on, let me move this out of the way. Sorry. New, and I can go to Google Docs, Sheets, Slides, or Forms. But there we go, a brand new Google Doc. Okay, so yeah, there's multiple ways of getting access to your document files through Google. And like I said, they are very, very easy to use. You can type in just like you would on Microsoft Word if you're familiar with that. The nice thing about this, though, it's completely free, and you can use it on any computer with an internet access or tablet or phone. The apps are also transferable to those devices. And again, you do not have to pay for the programs themselves to be able to use them. As long as you have a Google account, you are ready to go. Okay, you can print, like you can download into, like I said before, to a different format. If you want to change to Word or to PDF, there you go, you have it there. Okay, so what I also wanted to show you, there's other places where you can go to get more detailed or comprehensive help for Google Docs and the other Google applications. I know I always just give you brief overviews, but I really like to give you also the tools to go and find more help if and when you need it. Okay, so closing this, I'm going to go down to, okay, my Google Drive, close that up too. I don't need it at the moment. I'd like to go to GCF Learn Free. Now, GCF Learn Free, if you've been to classes here at the library before, I've talked to you extensively about it. It is a free online service that gives you tutorials on lots of different topics of continuing education, and especially technology. So if you go here to GCF Learn Free, all you have to do is type in GCF Global on your browser address bar or your Google search engine. Just type GCF Global or GCF Learn Free, either one of those, and you'll find your way here. Then you can go to topics, and what would you like to do? If you want to do Microsoft Office, those are here, or if you want to do Google, here it goes, Google Docs, right there. Click on that, and this will give you several tutorials. There's, let's see, 31 total tutorials with a quiz at the end, all on Google Docs. How to get started, what is Google Drive, how to get started with it, creating a Google Doc, uploading files, managing your files, converting and printing docs, getting started with your document, text basics, formatting. All of these are very, very simple, straightforward tutorials. There's nothing that's gonna throw you off, like what are they talking about? You can print any of these out when if you want a physical format of the tutorial. You can print them out. You can also watch the videos. They all include a video, and they're all pretty short. If you can see here, Google Docs formatting text. See, this one is 2 minutes and 36 seconds. Okay, so it's pretty. They're all pretty short. I don't think I've seen anything above 10 minutes. I don't think even 7 minutes. They're all pretty short. They're pretty straightforward, and you can access them at any time. Okay, so yeah, another nice thing about these tutorials is that they give you nice pictures or screenshots of what you are going to be seeing on your screen, so that you know where to look for what you want. Okay, selecting the fonts and the sizes and all of that. Okay, so this is a really, really nice site to get in-depth information on using Google Docs without making it confusing. This is this doesn't give you any weird technical language that you're gonna, what are they talking about? No, this is pretty straightforward, very understandable. Okay, now there's also a tutorial straight from Google. I'm gonna take you here next. If you go to the G Suite Learning Center, that's the Google Suite Learning Center, you'll go straight to the producer of these nice videos. Let me get that. Yeah, the Google Docs training and help. Over here, you'll see that you can go straight to getting started with Docs. Okay, what can you do with Docs? It gives you all the different step by step. This is a 10-minute tutorial. Again, you don't have to spend a lot of time on this. This is G Suite, have one start free trial period. You don't actually need to have the G Suite is catered to businesses. So this gives you a little bit more in-depth professional use of Docs. If you don't need that, you can still use the tutorials with just your regular Google account for a regular user. You do not have to have a G Suite for business. Okay. Again, you have lots of different topics for you to access. Lots of different things in case you have questions on how to do something more complicated. It's all in here. They have a docs cheat sheet that you can go through if you just want a quick, okay, how do I do this? What does the ribbon up on top, what are all those buttons mean? What do they do? You can go here and it'll give you a quick rundown of all of that. Working with different versions and copies of your document. Okay, what we're talking about, how you can do different downloads of different versions. So this will go through all of that for you and with you. Down here, beginning tips, intermediate tips, more advanced tips, how to access stored drive files offline, share links to PDFs, all that stuff. There's lots of different things that you might be interested in doing. This is where you need to go, straight to Google. They have all the information you need. GCF Learn Free was the other one I told you about. And again, you can go to, wait a minute. There we go. You can go straight to, hold on, let me skip the ads. You can go straight to Google, to YouTube also, and look up different video tutorials. If you're more of a visual learner, in that you want to see what they're talking about, what they're doing, instead of just reading it, YouTube has lots of good tutorials on Google Docs, including this one, Google Docs Beginners 2020. Again, this is important that you also get something recent, because there are tutorials back from 2005, 2008. You don't want to watch something that outdated. You want to see something that's new, because these programs are constantly being updated every few months. New things are being added and developed. So you want to make sure that you get the most up-to-date information. So you can go to YouTube again, Google Docs Beginner Tutorials 2020. This is one of the most recent tutorials that you'll find out there. It's about 24 minutes long. Again, not overly heavy for you. It does have various commercials in it, but if that's what you need, if rather learn by seeing how they do all these different things, this is a very good alternative. Again, GCF Learn Free, you can print the tutorials, and you can watch videos too. Again, these are all very short videos, but there are a lot of different tutorials and information specifically for Google and Google Docs. Okay, so it's all up to you how much information and time you need. Okay, it's all here at your fingertips. If you forget any of these sites, you can call the library and ask, and we'll be happy to direct you. So at if you go into the library's calendar events for October, where it has the link for this particular tutorial or video, I'll also make sure to put links to these other sites, just so that you'll have them on hand for if you need them. All right, so thank you so much for joining me. I know this was very quick and brief. Next week, again, Amanda will be doing a tutorial with you for Google Slides, which is the Google version of PowerPoint. And then Kaylin will be doing Google Photos, which some of you have already taken with her. It's a very fun and informative class. All right, this is my Google Docs account here. As you can see, let me get rid of that. Again, I don't have much saved in here. I don't have a lot of documents in here. I tend to go through it and get rid of stuff that I don't need. For example, this sample doc that I just did here, I don't really need it anymore. I'm gonna click on those three dots and remove it. All right, and there goes, it's gone. All right, if opening up a blank document throws you off because you have no idea where to start, there are templates available. There's lots of resumes, business letters, or regular letters. You open up the template gallery through here, and you can see what all that they have available for you to get started on. So you don't have to open up a blank document and start from scratch. You can have templates through just like on Microsoft Word, so that you can have something to go off on if you're not sure of the formatting that you'll need for a particular type of document. You can find lots of different templates here. All right, again, if you need any help, call us. We're more than happy to help you here. Either Amanda, Kaylin, or myself, Alex, will be happy to answer any of your questions and help you as we get through all of this together. All right, and let me go back, stop sharing, and goodbye. Thank you so much for joining me.